Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Eka Indriani. I would like to present about cross-cultural understanding in Italy, about gender. Gender equality, also known as sexual equality or equality of the sexes, is the same level of freedom of access as human resources and opportunities regarding of gender, including economic participation, decision-making, circumstantial access, different behavior, aspiration, and need equally. Regarding of gender, gender equality has a goal of gender neutrality and gender equality and also in practice and way of thinking that help in achieving goals. Gender parity, which is used to measure gender balance in certain situations, can help achieve gender equality, but is not an end in itself. Gender equality is more than the same representation. It is closely related to women's rights and often requiring policy changes. In 2017, the global movement for gender equality has not included gender proposition other than women and men or gender identity outside of binary gender. In this video, I will present about gender inequality in Italy. Gender inequality has been a problem that has always existed, starting from how women and want to get their right because in the past, women were only seen as satisfying lust and weak creature. According to undip.org, gender is a primary marker of social and economic stratification and as a result of exclusion. Regarding of one society economic class, there are systematic gender differences in material well-being, although the degree of inequality varies across countries and over time. As a result, gender equality is a characteristic of most societies, with lesbians on average better positioned in social, economic, and political hierarchies. In this slide show the gender stereotype in Italy. Gender inequality in Italy. All several forms of violence against women and girls have common cultural roots. That is the historical unequal power relation between men and women. Even though lifestyle and custom have modified, the perception of men and women roles in the society remain unchanged over the time. It is example gender inequality. It is still widespread the stereotype men as leader or breadwinner and women girl as cares, mother, or alternatively, women as sexual object or female vital. The perpetuation of this stereotype has women in different ways. Firstly, they degrade women, diminishing their dignity and marginalizing them, debasing women's competence and hampering an unequal participation in the public sphere. In Italy, women are 20% of the national parliament members and are underrepresented in most of the sectors and professions. Secondly, this stereotype assisted women to cultural acceptable rules or behavior, stigmatizing and punishing those women who fail to conform to such rules or behavior, making them quality or responsibility for providing violence act and reaction by him. In this way, violence against women is likely to be readily tolerated and considered a preferred method in terms of a pervasive and grave violence of human rights. So, it is essential that any strategy to contrast gender violence start from the cultural level, working on behavior and relation between men and women in their daily lives. Girls and boys generally assume these rules and attitudes that fit in the traditions, stereotypes, model transmitted by school system, the families, the media, and the whole social and cultural system. But many times these models do not really correspond to their desire, need, and identity. They are at the same time the cause and consequences of any form of violence against women, making people aware about that is the most important challenge to face. Focusing to the specificities of the Italian situation, the CEDAW committed in its concluding observation to Italy 2011, recalling the previous recommendation formulation in 2005, stated that it remained deeply concerning about portrayal of women as sex objects and the stereotype roles responsibility of women and men in the family and in society. The eradication of gender stereotypes is the priority in the work of advancement of women's rights and gender equality in our country. It acknowledges that the political debate and the mass media have played negative role, continuously reiterating and degrading representation of women through a sexist language and the revival of stereotype gender roles. Politicians has increasingly used sexism experiences, which stressed the importance of beauty as a success factor of women in the politics and in the career development. In many TV shows, women are merely ornamental presences, almost naked and silent. In the advertisement, female naked bodies are used to sell everything. The mass media often fail to adequately and concisely inform about phenomena of violence against women. For example, feminicide cases are often reported as the result of pushing girls, a sudden and unpredictable action of many victims of murderous while they actually represent the epilogue of creation of one-sided violence perpetrated by stereotype, tradition, and culture. The Italian CS platform 30 years CEDAW war in progress, where Pega is among the promoters, the coordinator in the Shadow report, and in the Confederation number, raised the issue that the need of working at the cultural level against gender stereotypes to effectively eradicate gender violence at all levels of the science society. The following are the key elements we agreed to develop a comprehensive strategy for promoting a cultural change. So, the conclusion from the issue, the promotion of prevention and awareness raising program on gender violence is fundamental to deconstruct stereotypes and false myths, then justify or minimize any manifestation of violence against women. Since the role of the media is of great importance in raising awareness and sensitiveness to the issue of violence among the public opinion. And then last, moreover, education program for primary and secondary school and for universities has to be developed to educate the young generation to gender relations and sexuality to avenue positive model and guide them in building new, respectful and more balanced relationship between sexes based on respect of the fundamental human right and dignity of everybody. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.